On the 4th of March, we received an urgent message from another rescue. 4 wild baby rabbits had been found on a building site. Their nest had been disturbed and their mother did not return to them. So they came to us here at Wirral Animal Sanctuary. We named the rabbits Willow, Cedar, Bud and Little Thistle. Unfortunately, on the first night here, they were refusing to eat any of the food we provided for them, and when it came to weighing them on the first day, they had dropped about 10 grams, so that meant that we had to bottle feed the babies, which was not an easy task. They had to have multiple feeds throughout the day. Most of the rabbits were very squirmy. They ended up with more milk on the face than actually in the mouth, and a lot of the babies would actually fall asleep while we were trying to feed them. Eventually all bunnies were eating on their own. They'd gained weight nicely and it was time to move on to the next stage of care, which was getting them ready to be released out into the wild again where they belong. They ended up coming home with me and staying in my garden in a hutch. Little Thistle was the first one out. He had been waiting to get outside. He had tried escaping from his incubator already, and he was already looking for exit routes in the hutch. They were all loving life outdoors. Having them in the hutch was actually really good to get them acclimatised to the weather outdoors and get them used to eating grass and plants that were outside in the natural habitat. A lot of the time I would leave my camera outside just to see what they were up to. I'd also watch them from the window. They've been my main source of entertainment throughout lockdown, so it was really fun just to see what they were up to in the day-to-day life. Most of the bunnies actually lost weight during the first 2 days in the hutch because they'd been exercising that much and running about in the hutch. But eventually they continued to gain weight and all were at the weight that we wanted them to be at for release, except for Little Thistle, which was really funny because he was actually the one that was the most eager to go. Eventually Thistle met the required weight for release, so now it was time to actually get these bunnies out and release them at dawn. Cedar was actually the first bunny to hop off into the distance, and then a few of the others were still hiding underneath the towel, but of course as soon as Little Thistle saw that he was free, he made a huge jump out of the carrier and started hopping away. There's Thistle. Willow and Bud were still a bit nervous and we started cuddling together, which was actually funny because Willow was probably one of the most outgoing bunnies and she was the last to stay in the carrier. Come on, baby. Okay. Just be a little bit nervous. Here we go. Good, go now. Are you waiting?